What's up, everybody? This is Kieran and Reese, otherwise known as the O.C.G, and I am streaming on Twitch for the first time in fucking ages. So I can play this game. Let's do this.
Vilcabamba continues to elude us, and my insistence that we press on in spite of these failures has morale low. I suspect Jenkins to be the author of this sedition. He simply refuses to accept the possibility that Atlantis is the foundation upon which all known civilizations were built. Increasingly, I find it is Lara alone who remains untainted by academic dogma and open-minded enough to see this truth.
¡Lo siento! No traje bastante cuerda.
Not to worry. I'll find another way up.
I mean, when I say modernize the game and the controls, I mean comparatively, this game still technically came out in fucking 2006. But it modernized it comparatively, is what I'm saying. 961-081, okay. All these fucking hoops you have to jump through on Twitch, man. I hate it. Just give me a second. I have to... Just let me see what I'm fucking doing. Let me see my books. See, that's one of the reasons why I stopped streaming on Xbox for a while. Is because on Xbox, on Twitch, there is no fucking overlay. You cannot see which people are saying. You have to use the app with it. And you can't stream to YouTube, and that was really frustrating me. But you know, I can stream all kinds of shit I couldn't stream otherwise, so that's what I'm doing. I mean, there's been a lot of Tomb Raider games of varying quality over the years, but I have to say this one is by far my favorite. Because I really like Tomb Raider Legend, because it was actually made by the same team that did Soul Reaver, and it had a great story and great action, but it had almost fucking no tomb raiding. This game took the engine and the gameplay that was so great from Legends, and they combined it with the exploration and the tomb raiding of the original game, but they reimagined it. There's some platforming in this game that's just fucking amazing. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Well, I mean, you know, I can't believe that Microsoft released a system in 2020 that doesn't have streaming to YouTube. And even Microsoft said they kind of fucked up there. Like, if I want to get my Xbox streams on YouTube, I have to stream it to Twitch, you know, look at my phone for the chat, and that, you know, keep looking to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then I have to export it to YouTube, and having to jump through all those hoops is just dumb. Whereas with Sony, it's so easy. But like I said, there's so many fucking games. There's so many games that I can only stream on Xbox, man. Games that I only own on Xbox, that I don't want to have to fucking buy on, you know, PS4 for PS5. Games that are Xbox exclusives, and then most notably the 360 backwards compatible games. There's so many backwards compatible games on Xbox One that I can only play on fucking Xbox One, like Prey, the original Prey, The Darkness, Lords of Shadow Trilogy, Peter Jackson's King Kong, Prince of Persia 2008, and Forgotten Sands, the whole Fable trilogy. Like, with the Xbox, I can play 360 games that I really like to stream, that I couldn't otherwise. And that's what makes it worth it. Oh, hey, whoever's watching, I appreciate you. Just me streaming what I think is arguably one of the greatest platformers ever made. Yeah, it was, actually. It was a 360 launch title. It came out within, like, 6 months. That was the only other console. God, I love Lara Croft. No, it's not, man. Prey is on the Xbox 360. It was like a super early launch title for the original Xbox 360. And it's backwards compatible on Xbox One. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Let me hold on 1 second while I fuck with the sound. That should be better. I switched it on the dashboard so that it recognizes my voice more. Yeah, I set it to largely focus on my voice before it was the other way. And you know, Tomb Raider is a game series that's beloved, but it really did need a fucking update. But the gameplay now does not hold up very well. I love Tomb Raider, but man, the control scheme, like you said, is fucking clunky. They really, really improved it with this game because they completely modernized it to fall in line with the other games. Like, They could have just remade it graphically, and they didn't. They remade it from the ground up. They reimagined it. Like, I've kind of been a Tomb Raider fan. It comes and goes. But I grew up playing Tomb Raider Legend. It was like one of the games I played on my 10th birthday. And I got really into Tomb Raider, the Legend games, because it was made by the same team that did Soul Reaver. Like, in Tomb Raider Legend, you can actually get a cheat code that lets you get the fucking Soul Reaver and use it as a weapon. It's fucking amazing. Which, sadly, you know, I don't know if we'll ever get another fucking Legacy of Kain game, and that makes me so insanely depressed. You know, and I feel like the original Soul Reaver and Legacy of Kain games were one of those games that was almost kind of too ahead of the time that it came out in. Like, I think that it would do a lot better now, because when Soul Reaver came out on, you know, in PS1 and shit, it was so ahead of the time, man. Gritty, dark vampires, mature game, during a time when a lot of people were focused on Spyro and shit, man. And you have this dark, awesome game, and I honestly think it would do now. I mean, vampires are bigger than ever, and I agree with you, Vermin, that Blood Omen 2 is good, except for the story. And I won't even say the story is just bad, but Blood Omen 2, the team that did Blood Omen 2 did not work with the original team, did not consult with the original team, and they made a lot of fucking errors. The gameplay in Blood Omen 2 is great. Simon Templeman is great as Kain. The graphics are good. It's just the story, like, made a lot of stupid fucking errors. Like, if you've played Soul Reaver 2, at the end of Soul Reaver 2, they have this big moment where they're like, oh my god, it's a time paradox, a different universe, the timeline's been altered. And that was, the only reason they did that at the end of Soul Reaver 2 is because they had to figure out a way to make the timeline of Blood Omen 2 match with the other Soul Reaver timeline, because Blood Omen 2 has so many continuity errors. There's like over 100 continuity errors in Blood Omen 2. It's like they read the Cliff Notes version of it, and then tried to make a sequel to it. You know? It was so bad. That's my problem with Blood Omen 2. It's actually a great game, I own it. It's just, they just didn't work with them on the story, so they just... It was annoying. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. I think Soul Reaver 2 is probably my favorite one overall. It has the right balance of story and gameplay. Actually, if I had to say my least favorite Soul Reaver game, well, that's because Soul Reaver 2 has the most story to go through. I agree, it has long cutscenes at first, but it's not as bad as Okami, man. It takes maybe 20 minutes to get through the opening intros. But my least favorite Legacy of Kain game will probably be Defiance. And the only reason I have problems with Defiance isn't the story. I don't like the fact they turned it into a hack and slash. That's super fucking linear. I feel like it went against everything the series stood for. totally fucking aliens it. Oh no, wait, that's right, I gotta drop it down. Ah, fuck. See, the fucking wolves, man, messed it up. Fucking asshole wolves. Yeah, no, it is pretty bad, yeah. They decided to try and make fucking Power Rangers mature and edgy. You know. Great, now I have fucking bots in my chat, man. Trying to get me to pay for viewers. Fuck off! Fucking guy in the Twitch chat saying, hey, you wanna become famous? There's like a guy like, hey, you wanna do drugs? Yeah, it's not great. And Sony spent like a lot of money on that for it to fuck up too, man. Like, I mean, they a lot of money. Sony really fucking tried. I don't know. Really? Really, man? Yeah, I gotta... Can I? Yeah, I gotta... Okay, I see what I'm missing. battery's out. Just 1 second. It didn't really give me much warning. Okay. That's out of the fucking way. And I have 3 people watching. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate you. If you guys want to say hi in the chat, I would appreciate it, man. See who you are. Okay. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. There we go, okay. Okay, finally. Okay, I fixed it. What the... Oh. Calcutta, India, 1996. I guess we're taking it from the fucking top.
Now, what's a man gotta do to get that sort of attention from you?
If that's the sort of attention you want, Larson, you're well on your way.
Sounds like fun, but I'm only here to make an introduction. Lara Croft, meet Jacqueline Natla of Natla Technologies.
Good afternoon, Miss Croft. My research department has recently turned its focus to the study of ancient artifacts, and I'm led to believe that with the right incentive, you're just the woman to find them for me.
I'm afraid you've been misled. I only play for sport.
Which is precisely why I've come to you, Miss Croft. This is a game you've played before, with your father. You both spent years searching for the Scion of Atlantis. All you needed was the location of Qualopec's tomb.
You found Vilcabamba.
How quickly can you get to Peru?
Vilcabamba continues to elude us, And my insistence that we press on in spite of these failures has morale low. I suspect Jenkins to be the author of this sedition. He simply refuses to accept the possibility that Atlantis is the foundation upon which all known civilizations were built. Increasingly, I find it is Lara alone who remains untainted by academic dogma and open-minded enough to see this truth.
¡Lo siento! No traje bastante cuerda.
Not to worry. I'll find another way up.
Quick question, Pathologic 2 or Silent Hill Homecoming? I'm not a huge fan of Silent Hill Homecoming. I think it might be the worst Silent Hill game. But it's still pretty decent, and I've never played Pathologic, so I have to say Silent Hill Homecoming. Ready to see this? Is Homecoming the only Silent Hill game you have, man, or...? Come on, man. Well, I mean, you know, the thing about that is I can only judge by what I played. I mean, if you're a Silent Hill fan, Homecoming still has enough that it's worth playing. It really is the fucking, probably the absolute worst Silent Hill game, if I'm honest. Well, I mean, there's still stuff there. I mean, it's not entirely bad. It's not the worst game. It's just, I mean, okay, how cheap is it on sale? That was what really decides it.